Hey loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. We have hit 161,000 subscribers. I just want to thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me. And I'm actually going to be doing 2 surprise giveaways in the comments. So make sure you guys are commenting on this video and I'll respond to the comments about 48 hours after this video goes live. But today we're going to be talking all about our last installment of my favorites from 2019. This is going to be all cosmetic based, going from concealers to primers to cream products. So I hope you enjoy this video. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, here we go. So let's start with primers. You know me, I'm not a big primer proponent. It's just not something that I use on an everyday basis. And for me, primers are for certain reasons, okay? So for example, the first one has been around a really long time. I just can't not bring it up. It's a Too Faced Hangover Primer. It's silicone free. And what this does is it hydrates the skin. So this is for somebody that needs hydration before they apply the rest of their makeup. This is a tried and true. It's worked for me for so many years, so many clients. I love this primer. Now, when we're talking about the glow, which you know I absolutely love to add underneath specific foundations, some that are more skin-like and ones that are more on that soft matte side, I love to use glowy primers. And one of my favorites is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I think it's just such a well-made product. A little bit goes a really long way. It lasts forever. I continue buying this. It's just one of those that I just buy and buy and buy. It goes on so gorgeously and really gives a very lit from within. And what I mean is that it just gives a very nice glow, a healthy glow. I have a tendency to use them a little bit more also in the winter than I do during the summer. But my dupe for that is the Armani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. This is a #1 because I'm fair, so that is the one that works for me. It does come in more colors, but it is a very close dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury. It does the exact same thing. It gives some hydration. It gives a little bit of glow. You can tap it on after for a little bit of extra highlight. It's just beautiful, and I am wholeheartedly obsessed, and I love that I found a dupe for it. My last 2 are when I use more strategically, or somebody that has large pores or that needs a little bit of oil control or a little bit of blurring. So I use this primer in the more center of my face. It is the Milk Blur Primer. Again, it's been around for a little while. I love it. It's silicone free, cruelty free, all of that free. It's so fantastic. It comes in a very like a little stick form. It looks almost like deodorant. I use my finger like this and I tap it into the places that I need. I find this to be extremely effective. It does fill in pores. It blurs kind of this center area if I feel like I need it. I've used it actually today because I'm trying out some new skincare and it is rather effective, but is giving me a little bit of peeling. And so for me, I just want to kind of blur that out, and that is what I used. Now, this one is new for me. This is a one by Smith & Colt. It's called Black Drop. It is a mattifying face primer. It is black, but it is so beautiful, lightweight, gives a really nice, soft, mattifying quality to the skin. It's great for oily skin, acne-prone skin. Of course, it is cruelty-free brand, and it is just a really well-made matte primer. I've really been enjoying this. All right, so now for my cream blushes, because you know I'm obsessed. This one came out, I believe, this year, and it is the Elle Color Haze. It's a multi-matte pigment, and this I use actually on my lips as well as on my cheeks, and I've been known to wear it on my eyes when I want more of a monochromatic look. It is a very cool delivery system. It comes in a lot of different colors. It is a little thicker though, and that's what the only thing I don't like about it is that it's a little thicker. So when you use it, you need to use restraint, but it is so beautiful. It is hydrating and it is matte at the same time, but it just gives the skin this stunning, very pigmented look to the skin, and it's just a beautiful, well-made product. It is a clean product, and a little bit goes a really long way. I know it's a little bit pricey, but man, it is beautiful. The other one is by a brand, I never know how to say it, is it KJ or KJ? It is their little stamp blush, and I love the packaging is so, so darn cute. It's a little stamp. You put it in the here, and then you tap it on the cheeks. It is really easy to use. My favorite color that I use is in Saucy. It's number 2. I use this all the time. This is such a great product. Now, what I like about it is that it is matte as well, and it's really highly pigmented. So you don't need to use a lot. It blends out beautifully with your fingers. It's really great. Now, these two I know have been around for a little bit as far as I know, but they are new to me. This one that I have actually on today is the Daniel Sanders watercolor blushes. I have 2 colors, but this one is my favorite. This is in Cherub. It's more of that peachy glow that I find more complementary to my skin. It is very much like a watercolor. It's not very pigmented, but it's on purpose, so you can layer it. It's very user-friendly. It goes on beautifully with a brush or tap it on with your fingers. Has a little ball inside of it. You shake it up. It is kind of quite pricey, but it's a little bit goes a really long way. I've been really, really enjoying this. And then the other one is by, is it Lume or Lumen? And this is their Invisible Watercolor Blush as well. My favorite color is in this kind of corally color. I will find the color and put it in the description box. I believe, oh, it's called Coral. Find it, figure that. It is beautiful. It's, again, really well made, has skincare ingredients in it. I don't necessarily know how effective the skincare ingredients are, but they are in there, and it is very easy to use. It gives a beautiful flush and very, very, very user-friendly. All right, so a lot of, my cream eyeshadows, if you have seen my video, I make. So I put a primer in with a powdered color, and then I use a cream eyeshadow. Many of the other ones that I've talked about for the past couple of years, I still continue to use, like the Bite Multi-Stick, which I've heard that they're discontinuing. Bite, come on, no. They're some of the most beautiful colors. But some of the other ones are not cruelty-free, so I can no longer use them. But the ones that I discovered this year, which are beautiful, are the Pixie by Petra. This is the Endless Shade Sticks. I love these two. My 2 favorite colors are Bronze Blaze and Copper Glaze. They're gorgeous, easy to use, very affordable, and they go on like a dream. I actually did a video using these, and they're stunning. Very, 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 very pretty. And then the other, because I didn't really see a ton of new ones that came out. Of course, the Charlotte Tilbury ones are stunning. They're beautiful, but then none of them are really new as far as I knew. But these are by Kosas, and my favorite colors are Element and Fahrenheit. And they are more of a liquid, and they come in like almost a lip applicator, but they definitely blend out really easily. I recommend using a brush with them, but they are so beautifully pigmented. They do not accentuate any creasing, but they just are easy to use. They go on so quickly, and I am loving them. This is actually almost gone, this one, and I'm gonna have to get some new ones. So those are my favorite cream eyeshadows. All right, and then so to round out this best of 2019 are concealers. Concealers for me are, I don't really, I do try quite a few new ones, but they don't really like impress me all that much. I just keep going back to my same ones that I've used. One of the ones that I've used for years that I can't use anymore is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It's one of my favorites, but they're not cruelty free, and so that's a big old bummer. So somebody make one just like that. But these all are, and I love these. I'm gonna first start with one I've talked about a million times. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away. I'm in number 1 or number 2. It depends upon what season I'm in or what kind of look I'm going for. But it is gorgeous. The only problem is it's really hard to get the top off, and I would like a new delivery system. But the formulation is beautiful. It is a very kind of light medium coverage. It's very hydrating. You don't need to set it. It's really appropriate for somebody that has maybe some fine lines underneath the eyes, some crepiness, that really needs an extra hydration and just some beautiful coverage. They are gorgeous and well worth the money in my opinion. The other one that was a shock to me this year is the Juvia's Place concealer. I'm in number 19, and it is very, very affordable. I think it was like $14. I bought it from Ulta. It's huge. The applicator is also huge. I absolutely love this. I do not need to set this, but this is definitely more of a full coverage concealer. I do not use this on an everyday basis. I use this with a full coverage foundation, but it is gorgeous for the price. The amount that you get is just incredible, and I've really, really, really been enjoying this. Very, very pretty. This one I actually find interesting that I have never talked to you guys about, and I was using it the other day and I thought to myself, why haven't I told anybody about this? It's the Elle True Skin Serum Concealer. I am in number Chicory, and it goes everywhere with me. This is what I travel with on my vacations. It is I would say a medium coverage. It is definitely more of a serum-like concealer. It reminds me a lot of the Bare Minerals concealer, serum concealer, but done a little bit better. The coverage is gorgeous. I've used it to like kind of spot treat on the face. It is really easy to be blended underneath the eyes with your hands, a brush, a sponge, whatever you want to use. I don't set it, I do set it. I just think this is a really beautiful concealer. And I'm sorry that I've never talked to you about this, but it is a showstopper for me. All right, my last two are going to be the color correctors. So the Color Science Total Eye, the price point is kind of outrageous, but it's beautiful. It's a 3-in-1, so it is a 3-in-1. So it is an SPF of 35, it is a color corrector, and it also has a little bit of moisturizing properties to it. I love the delivery system. All you do is press it down, you go 1, 2, 3, you tap it in, and you go about your day and you have your SPF on. I think it's fantastic. And then the last one I will mention is if you really have a problem with color correcting, the color correctors from Charlotte Tilbury are beautiful. Their new launch for her, they're beautiful. It is the, I'm in number 2, that's the color that I use, but they're a new launch for her and they are very, very, very well made. They're silky, they're creamy, they do what they're supposed to do, they can be used all over the face. I love them. All right, so that is it. We had an amazing 2019. I mean, I can't wait to see what 2020 holds. I have a lot of new products that I'm trying out right now. I can't wait to give you a feedback on it. But let me know, again, as you always do, your favorite products of 2019. I always help them share with their squad because that's what this is about. That's what this community is about sharing and lifting and supporting one another. And product recommendations are always fun, and they're great from our squad. So thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.